Again, just because I can't be bothered doing the videos at the minute, because microphone's downstairs and everything's downstairs, and I'm sitting here with fucking blood pressure going through the roof. Vinay, Lange, I'm surprised they're not gone already. Um, I thought Tuesday, I thought given the bank holiday, I thought Tuesday they'd be gone. I thought there'd be news to say they'd be gone. They need to go. Thank you very much. Just walk away. Um, it's the same as some of our players this year. I've got no what's that word? I've got no affection for our players this year. Um, the ones that have sat on the bench, fair play, you've sat on the bench. I quite like yous, bruv. But the rest of them, they haven't pulled their socks up. They're not. They haven't been fighting for the shirt. You could call it. You could call it bad management, but we've not seen fight, have we? If we had fight from our players, then you might consider keeping some of them. But I don't know if you. Who would you consider keeping if you had to keep that squad? Some of them just need to go. Um, as I say, I'm not understanding how Tuesday mornings come and we've still got Vinay and Lange in charge. I think that's failure of the people above them to do what they're doing. It's just ridiculous. Thomas Frank absolutely fucked us over. Just a yes man. Vinay just a yes man. Lange just a yes man. All of them are just yes men. And Enoch, you can tell they're not investing in the football team. They're just investing in, I don't know what they're investing in, corporate media, multimedia, fucking turning that stadium into a fucking absolutely, you're right, Mary. Turning that, it's just absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? What we've become as a football club. I'm not understanding. I really ain't understanding. Um, really, we was, you're right, Planet. We was the ones that were supposed to get relegated. Um, two worst owners, West Ham and Tottenham, at the bottom. So yeah, just walk away. Just walk away. No more 6-7. No, mate. We're on 106.7 today, blood pressure. We're laying down, Lizzie, mate. We're laying down because we've got blood pressure today. So we're taking it easier. Is this pillow talk with a stoner? No, I'm an ex-stoner. You know that, Neil. I just do stoner eats. I've smoked so much pot in my life that probably till the day I die, it'll be floating around in my blood system somewhere. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming at Tottenham Hotspur, my football team, for not sacking the recruitment and the director geezer. That's exactly what I'm fuming at. I thought Tuesday would come, and I thought I'd have some really happy news that they're gone, that they got the sack. But oh no, fuck me. We're keeping these fucking nutcases. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. And the players as well. Some of the players, when you look back at this season, is it worth keeping after these players? Come on, have a word with yourself, boys and girls. You can be positive about your football club, and you can. Everyone in this world matters, Lizzie said. Yeah, we all matter. Some of us don't. The poor don't matter, do they? Um, do you know what? What players would we keep? What players would we just sell? I've done a show with Lou, and I had to sell loads of them. That was about 2 months ago. Now the season's over, everyone's going to do their predicted transfers in, predicted transfers out. You got to keep cooking the toasty cookie show, but start asking for people's favourite toasties and their recipes. I'm trying to start streaming, but I can't. Planet Bright, it's easy. You have 24 subs. I'll sub you up in a minute, Planet Bright, after this. You got to keep. What toasty do you like, Neil? Are we going? We're just going to talk about food, mate. I could put lange and vinite in the toasty. Do you have VR? Because I do. Yeah, I've got VR. I've got a jailbroken VR, so I get all the games. You get to experience a game like Big Scary Animal Company, Gorilla Tag. Lizzie, mate, how old are you? This is for over 18s over, sweetheart. Um, do you know what? I'd get rid of Romero. Can you play Roblox? Do you know, I've never heard of Roblox. Well, my daughter plays. Well, I'll try and keep my kids off of Roblox. It's a place where kids shouldn't be, to be honest with you. Anyway, um, I call that nonce blocks in my ass. That's what I call that. Your streaky bacon is the business. Yeah, there's just too many pedos on the roadblocks, isn't there? Anyway, get rid of who would you get rid of at your football club if you had to pick who you're going to get rid of, mate? Must be three quarters of the team, no? Even De Zerbi said he's only going to keep 11 to 12 players, mate. Absolutely ridiculous. If you want to talk about anything else, talk about anything else. We're only sitting here trying to lower my blood pressure. Goodbye, Romero. You'd get rid of Romero, would you? I'd keep Romero, Van der Ven, and Danzo. Um, just one more centre back, and I think we'll be all right there. But we could do with another rotate. We could do with someone twice as better as Dragusin. So we've got rotational players for these positions, like a rotational defender. Yeah, I'll sub you back up later in a minute, Planet Bright, when this is over. Um, we need rotational positions, don't we? Rotational players in all positions. And if we're going to keep Polino, we're going to need a rotational player there. If we're going to keep Kudos on the right, we need a couple of wingers rotate. In fact, a rotational squad would be nice, wouldn't it? Are we going to get a rotational squad? No. When I've looked online today, the Tottenham Hotspurs gossip is they're going back to all these old players from January transfer window again, which I do not agree with. Um, we're going. We all know what's going to happen, don't we? We're going to get an has-been, two youngsters, and a player that could have been. So it could have been an has-been, and two, they might be all right. That's what's going to happen, and that's going to be our squad. And then I've got a feeling De Zerbi will walk away when that happens. He'll say, "Oh, do you know what? Give it 6 months, and just before January, I think he'll just walk away." Because I can't, if they're keeping Lange and Vinay, then I can't say it. Can I play Minecraft? What the fuck's Minecraft? Sensei is going to replace Romero. You have Vuskovic, Danzo, and VDV. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. You might want to replace a squad member, but it's not good enough. You need rotational players. Do you know what I'm saying, Neil? Say if we get an injury, say if two of those go down with an injury, who who you going to who you going to put in the squad then? Don't say sorry. Don't ever say sorry. You can make mistakes. Um, who are you going to put in the squad? Like, I'll give you an example. Six gamer next season, and VDV gets injured, hamstring. Danzo gets injured, hamstring. Who you going to sub? Explain to me who you're going to sub. and then we go for midfield. Madison gets a knock again. He goes out for 3 months. Paulinho gets a knock again. He goes down for 2 months. Who are you going to sub? This this is what I'm not understanding. What, you're going to keep chucking in? You ain't going to keep chucking in Gray and Bergvall, mate. Look what's happened this season. You ain't going to do that. You ain't going to fucking. You need a rotational squad. This is what they don't under fucking stand, and a lot of people don't understand in this world is that for every player you got playing on field, in reality, you want a like for like. So you don't have to play them to death. You can sub them off. You can rotate, and at the same time, look at the injury crisis. Has everyone forgot about the injury crisis for the last 2 seasons? And we've got to keep playing these youngsters. Gray, Bergvall, Simmons, they've got to be nurtured. They're young players, right? And you need backups. I'm not understanding. You're right, Leo. Hope you're well, brother. So I'm not understanding where people are coming from when, oh yeah, we will going to get this player in, we bring this one back, we put that one, we put this one here. We're playing fantasy football. But in the reality of the subject, you are just playing fantasy world because you can't. This is the Premier League, mate. Man City, they've got a like for like squad. If they take someone off, they've got someone to put back on. What have Tottenham got? Absolutely fucking jank. One game a week, so we should have 3 deep in our defence. With 4 right now. Oh, mate, Danzo and Davis. Do you know what? I'd hate to say it right, Neil, right? But I think if you left it with Danzo and Davis, I think you're playing with fire. I think Vinay is playing with fire. I don't think they understand football. Why can't we have a rotational squad? Please tell me why we can't have a rotational squad. Like for like players, a squad of 20 fucking 5 players. We've got fucking like for like. But all we're seeing in the press is, oh yeah, we sell this one, we sell that one, we get rid of this one. But who are you bringing in? Who's going to come to Tottenham? Who are you bringing in? Your best bet to, for football in the Premier League now is have like for like players. And just every transfer window come. If this is going to be a proper rebuild, have like for like players, and fucking every transfer window come along, maybe 2, couple of loans at Christmas, and filter them into the squad that way. But nah, this is an absolute joke of a football club. It's not it's not run like a it's not run like a Man City, is it? It's not run like an Arsenal. It's not run like anything. It's just running on empty, bruv. Absolutely running on fucking empty. And how can you say Danzo and Davis? He ain't been bad, but he's not brilliant. I heard on a fucking show the other night, oh, he's getting all the headers. He's getting all the headers out of the defensive box. No, he ain't. Because Richarlison was there. I've seen Richarlison head out more than Danzo's headed out, bruv. You know what I mean? And he's supposed to be a striker. Everyone knocks him, but he's heading out fucking more than our defenders do, bruv. His vision. What's the De Zerbi vision? You know, I mean, you look at De Zerbi at Brighton. I'm not knocking De Zerbi. He's a good manager. But look at what happened at Brighton after 10, 15 games. Everyone worked him out and he just became a manager. He's just a normal manager. He's not Evans sent. He's not Pep, is he? And let's face it, he ain't Arteta. And we've not got the board, like Arsenal, we've got the board to back the managers. It's an absolute fucking shit show. Absolute shit show. The rot at Tottenham will keep on going and going and going, won't it? Until finally fucking something's got to give. You would have thought this year has got to give. And to give, you would have expected Tuesday morning to hear of the sacking of Vinay and Lange. That's what you would have expected from a decent football club. But if they're here today, they're going to be here next week, aren't they? They're going to be here a fucking month from now. They're going to be here till next season. And if they stay, we are absolutely fucked. Absolutely fucked. I hate to be negative going into a season, but and people say, "Oh, you got to be positive." Yeah, I support my club blindly, but I'm not supporting something that's so fucking corrupt that fucking people ain't seeing it. You know, this is fucking. You try and blindly support your team, like Paul does. He blindly supports fucking Tottenham Hotspur, right? Got no problem with fans doing that. But sometimes you just got to step into the world of reality and think to yourself, hold on, there's something absolutely wrong. Neil says, I think for the sake of today, we don't get worried since the World Cup is also going to either expand this field of players availability or it may shrink it. We aren't exactly a destination for players. No, we're not a destination for players. We ain't a destination for players. I mean, all these transfers that you're seeing, they probably go Sunderland, bro. Got a European football. That's all footballers care about. It's being on the European stage and getting a wedge for it. You know what I mean? We don't exactly pay the wedge, do we? So I'm just sitting in the reality of the moment, trying to calm my blood pressure. My blood pressure's going back up again. I can feel it, and it's just not fucking. It's just not on, is it? The fucking watching your football club go downhill, downhill. You expect something to happen. I don't expect apologies. I expect to see things with my own eyes are happening rather than apologies. We had one of the directors come out and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. You know, my dad's been White Hart Lane. My fucking granddad was at White Hart Lane, and blah blah blah. All the shit PR what they come out with, right? I couldn't give a fuck about your dad. I couldn't give a fuck about your granddad. I'll give a fuck about Tottenham today, not yesterday. Tottenham today and the reality of it. You know, it's just another PR psychological fucking tactic to make you think, oh, this director's all right. He's just like me. He's got family to support in Tottenham. I'll fuck off. Pull the other one. Pull the other one. I've got no sympathy for these cunts on a millions and millions of pounds a year. Pocketing it all. Absolutely fucking disgraceful. What does Neil say? I think Robert De Zerbi has had a good enough reputation. He alone, well, his reputation as a good manager. Not if you're a Marseille fan. Um, if you're a Brighton fan, he didn't exactly leave on good standing, did he? Or am I making that up? I can't remember him leaving on good standing with Brighton. Marseille, it was just a case of fucking who's got the bigger head, wasn't it? You got to be careful with football managers and not listen to the media hype around them. Because Tottenham, the way we was going, you'd have took anyone at that stage. After fucking seeing the employment of Tudor, you'd have took anyone over Tudor, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Probably would have took the fucking shit manager back. You would probably would have took Graham Potter over fucking Tudor any day of the week. Yeah, he might have saved us by the skin of his fucking teeth, mate, by the hairs on his chinny chin chin. Because it went down to the last day. I'd prefer it if it didn't go down to the last day. I'd big him up a lot more. And I don't understand the celebrations either. I really don't understand the celebrations of staying up. It's more like relief, isn't it? Anticlimactic. That's what it was. It's just a relief. Shot your load. That's it. Thank you very much. At least I can. At least we stayed in the Premiership one more time. And then you had all the fucking idiots fucking beforehand. What's in my pocket? Fuck all, bruv. I'll have a pack of beta blockers tonight. Right, that's what I'll have in my pocket. I have to lay down, Leo. I'm not very well this week, brother. My blood pressure ain't gone down for 3 weeks and I'm suffering. Fucking hell, suffering. My mate said to me it's the football. He went to me, your blood pressure's up because of the football. It wasn't. 11 points out of 16, which was a miracle. It was a miracle. But Tottenham fans, they've got to learn not to count their chickens, mate. They've got to learn not to fucking rely on the board and the PR and all these fantasy fucking water mitty channels giving you fucking, oh yeah, do you know what? We've still got a squad. It ain't a fucking squad. That ain't a fucking squad of footballers. Look at the league position, bro. Look at the fucking league position of that fucking football club that fucking used to be Spurs. Mate, and it didn't just go down. We're not just 17. It went down to the last day. And Tottenham had to fucking hell, damage control. It was in damage control a week beforehand because they didn't know whether they was going down or staying up, did they? You know, they was ready to throw players under the bus, fucking get them back, please the fans a little bit. Fuck it, oh mate, what a shit show. Yeah, yeah, I will be on the road, forgetting about all this fucking shit. Or will I? Because if I've got a big Tottenham sign on the back of my car, man, I'll have fucking, I'll have Pierre and Jose fucking wanting to talk football. That's a good way of putting it, Neil. We were a mass unit with the amount of injuries we had. That's a good way of putting it, bro. Medical assistance, please. That's what I'm saying. They've got to look at the last two previous seasons with the amount of injuries and have a contingency plan, contingency transfer plan to think like this is the time now. None of this bullshit about opening a war chest and getting the coffers out. Absolute emergency contingency. Get the players in. Rape fucking West Ham for their best players. Get them because they're going to be so cheap. Get the best players from Wolves. Get the best players from Barnley. What was it, Burnley? Fucking see if you can entice a few of the Sunderland players, entice a few of the Newcastle players, and just have a rotational squad. You know. Well, we'll be bigging up Pierre at the end of this week. We'll all be PSG until the World Cup, won't we? You know what I mean? If I had a bit of money this week, I'd go and buy myself a PSG top because I've got two Arsenal neighbours, one on either side. So I'd like to wear some. In fact, I think I'll get some money just before the PSG game. I hope fucking local shops got a PSG and an XL, mate. Mind you, I quite enjoy watching PSG. Arsenal as well. That was a fraudulent league, wasn't it, this year? Do we really want the worst teams players for? Well, we've done it before. You know what I mean? We took on, we've took on players before from shit teams. Because some of the players, some of them are good, bruv. You know, some of them Wolves players are fucking good. I've watched Wolves all season. Some of them are fucking better than our players, mate. They've got more fight in them. Just pillage other teams. Pay the money and pillage them. Are they going to do that? Like, fuck. They aren't exactly an upgrade. They might be an upgrade. Some of them are upgrades. I mean, look at Tatty. Fernandez. Get that young boy from fucking Fulham. The Tottenham fan from Fulham, the young boy. Pillage the teams, bruv. Pay the money. It's what you got to do. I couldn't give a monkey's, to be honest with you. As long as I don't see some of these players play again, I'm quite happy. And I always like the underdog. Don't get me wrong. I'm always pushing for the underdog to win. I'm always pushing for Mawani to score the goal. But he didn't. You know what I mean? And look at the facts of the matter. Yeah. Right. That Paulinho, he headed the goal. Right. But it bounced off the post. And that was a rebound goal, mate. You know, that was like a Bilbao goal. A lucky goal. Imagine that didn't happen. Imagine it went to 0-0. And imagine you got the fucking 11 minutes added on. And fucking they knocked in a goal. Because it's quite capable. You can't say you weren't touching cloth the whole way through that football game. Mate, I was touching fucking cloth. It could have went, but it could have went disastrously wrong, couldn't it? That's why everyone celebrated at that whistle, because it was relief. It wasn't celebration, that was just pure relief of like, thank fuck for that skin of our teeth job. The big four. Yeah, do you want to have a laugh? Fucking some geezer was moaning on Talk Sport that about the PGMOL and Tottenham, and he was saying Tottenham, it always goes their way because they're a top 6 team. I'm thinking, did he look at the fucking league position this year, you prick? You know what I mean? And the league position last year, top 6 club. Mate, absolutely waffle these people, don't they? Oh, mate, I only come on to do a fucking 10-minute video because I didn't want to fucking get the gimbal wet. Mate, I'm starving hungry. I'm on half a fucking, what do they call it when you starve yourself? I've never starved myself to know. Mate, I had no fucking breakfast. I've been on a 1.5 mile walk. Don't sound like a lot, but boy, bruv, when you got a disability, trying to keep fit. Lucky I had my fucking carer with me. Now I've been put to bed. Been put to bed, bruv. What the fuck? It's not like you can watch a fucking Tottenham game from this season, is it? Think to yourself, ah, let's go and watch a good Tottenham game from this season. Let's go and watch fucking Tottenham game from last season. I've had it. I think I've had it. Hold on, boys. What's the matter? Because there's probably a knot in the hose pipe. You got to go down the hose pipe and get the kinks out. Get Nelly to see any kinks and straighten them. Almost 6:30. I ain't heading to work. Just getting the day underway. We had holiday yesterday. Yeah, we had holiday yesterday. Didn't do us no fucking good though. Anyway, boys and girls, let me go and direct the missus into how to get water out the fucking hose pipe. Couldn't get any worse, could it? Right, I've had enough of rage baiting yet today. I've had enough of winding yous up, shit stirring Lee Gunner style. All right, have a good one. Take care. God bless. And Leo, you have a blessed day. And kiss those children, brother. Um, Neil, keep fighting a good fight. Thanks for trying to get me positive. Laters.